So, I'm continuing my series, Things That Used to Scare Me. So, let him who is without sin cast the first stone. So, one thing that used to scare me when I was a kid was sin. Okay, sin. I've mentioned before that I was raised in a very fundamentalist Christian background. I'm an atheist now, but I used to go to Vacation Bible School. And Vacation Bible School is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be like, it's summertime, you go there, you learn about Jesus, and you hang out with your friends, and you do activities, and it's fun. Well, the one that I went to was like this Pentecostal one. And every day we would have to go and listen to how we're all going to burn in hell for all the sins that we've done. And I would literally go up to the front and fall down on my knees and cry about things that I thought were going to send me to hell. I thought that I would confess that I called my brother a name, or that I got in trouble, or I didn't do my homework, or I played my Nintendo too long. And I was sure I was going to burn in hell for the rest of my life. Fortunately, I grew up, and I don't believe in that garbage anymore. But I want to talk about sin. Sin is really a very unusual concept when you think about it, because if you look at it from a religious point of view, supposedly we're all born into sin because Adam and Eve ate of some fruit all these thousands or millions or whatever years ago in the stupid Garden of Eden. So why is it my fault what some other people did? I wasn't even born until 1974. So what does it matter? I didn't do nothing. But people say, no, it's original sin. It's an original sin. And I think that is a sick way to look at life. When my daughter was born, I looked at her as perfect. She was perfect. She was not sinful. A baby is not sinful. For all the people out there that believe that abortion is a sin and you want to save all the babies, then why the hell do you believe that babies are full of sin? That is the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. And the other thing that drives me insane when it comes to sin is this notion that disease is caused from sin. Jesus would always heal people. He would heal the blind man and say, your sins are forgiven of you. Being blind is not a sin. Being blind has nothing to do with sin. You're not blind because you're sinful. You're blind because you have some type of problem health-wise. Your optic nerve is damaged. You was exposed to some bright light that damaged your eyes. You were a welder and your eyes were damaged. It's horrible that people compare or believe that sin has to do with disease. Leprosy, cancer, you're not committing a sin. These are physical, sometimes totally out of your control, genetic disorders. Cancer runs in my family. There's a high probability that I'll get cancer someday. It's not because I'm a sinner, it's because of my stupid genetics. This idea of sin is stupid. When I was a little kid and I was going through puberty and I would get erections, they would just pop up. They would pop up. I would wake up with them in the morning. I could be in any situation and I would just start getting a boner. It filled me with such anxiety. And I felt like I was a horrible person, like I was a sinner because I'm getting erections. And then I learned about biology, and I learned about, there's hair growing under my armpits, and my testicles change, and my voice drops, and I get facial hair, and I get pimples, which has nothing to do with sin. It's biology that's growing up. Being attracted, Christians hate gay people, but it says in the Bible to go be fruitful and multiply. So how is it a sin if I'm having sexual thoughts? Because biologically, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be fruitful and multiply. This sin thing is so stupid. And as I got older, one of the things that I used to love because of my fundamentalist religious upbringing was the passage, "No drunkard shall enter the kingdom of heaven." But my own father and everybody I knew in my church got drunk all the time. What? All you got to do is just ask for forgiveness. That's it. You just got to ask for forgiveness. So you ask for forgiveness on Sunday when we're at church, but Sunday afternoon watching football, you're getting drunk. Okay. Sin is a stupid idea. Do you think a person who has Down syndrome is a sinner? I have worked as a nurse with Down syndrome patients, and they are the most loving, most tender human beings on the face of this earth. And you can point at them and say, "Oh, they're that way because they sinned." No. They're that way because of chromosomal deficiencies. It has nothing to do with sin. Sin was an archaic belief system when we didn't understand disease. We didn't understand why people got sick. We didn't understand why people had rashes or bumps or deformities. And we just chalked it up to sin. We didn't understand, why is the earth shaking? It must be because we're sinners. No, it's because of plate tectonics, you goddamn idiot. Why is there a storm? It must be because we sinned. No, it's because of the freaking environment. Why is there a drought? The environment. Why is there a volcano? Plate tectonics. Why is there sickness? It's either genetics, you ate something bad, or you were exposed to something. It has nothing to do with sin. Sin is stupid. Sin is stupid people's way of explaining a world that they didn't understand. It's sin. We committed a sin, so that's why things are shitty. No, sometimes things are good and sometimes things are shitty. That's part of being alive. Has nothing to do with sin. Sin is a ridiculous notion. It is. It's a stupid human's way of explaining natural occurrences. Oh, he must have committed a sin, so that's why that happened to him. No. Sometimes good things happen and sometimes bad things happen. It has nothing to do with sin. And this idea of you can be forgiven of your sins. I remember when I was a teenager and I was going to be baptized, and I had discovered masturbation. And I was like, once I get baptized, I'm never going to masturbate again. And I remember that Sunday came and I was baptized and I felt special. And everybody told me that I was special. And a couple of days passed and my biology started kicking in. And I was all like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. And I think maybe I lasted a week and shit, went right back to it. Oh, well. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to hell. Who cares? But that's the way life is. Sin is stupid. Sin goes against your natural biology of your body. It goes against everything that makes sense in the world. People will say, well, if you didn't have the Bible telling you that sin existed, then everybody would just go around raping and killing and doing all this stuff. So let me ask you this. Most Christians support the soldiers. So when the U.S. Army goes over to Iraq or Afghanistan or some little country and we kill a bunch of the people, are those guys, are they being patriots or are they committing sins? I don't know. I'm just asking. If I don't understand, if I have a kid, I got horny and had sinful thoughts. You know, Jesus said if you commit lust in your mind, then you've already done it. So I might as well do it. So, because I'm already screwed as it is. I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So might as well just do it. You know, if a person steals food to feed their children, is that being sinful? You know, if I work on the Sabbath, am I being sinful? If I get a tattoo, have I committed a sin? If I say, God damn it, have I committed a sin? If I work on the Sabbath, if I freaking eat shellfish, if I wear clothes with different types of fabric, you know, am I sinning? It's stupidity. It's stupidity. And then this blood magic belief that all I got to do, this is the way it was in the Old Testament, just kill something. Kill a lamb, kill a dove, kill a rabbit, kill something, spill a little blood, sins are forgiven. And then that's all Jesus was. Jesus was the ultimate sacrifice. Just spill some blood and everything's good. That is stupidity. Because Christians think that, oh, well, you know, they look down on, you know, look at the Aztecs. They were cutting people's heads off and rolling them down the freaking pyramid. They're stupid. No, they were doing the same thing because they were stupid too. They believed that, oh, well, you know, there's a freaking eclipse. So if we don't freaking kill all these people and spill a lot of blood, then the sun's not going to come back. It's the same concept. It's the same idea. You know, you look at the people that wrote the Bible and say those people, that was moral authority and those people knew what they were doing. Well, the people that were cutting off kids' heads and rolling them down the pyramids, the Incas and the Aztecs and the Mayans, that was the same thing. Blood is blood is blood. Killing somebody for a reason to, you know, absolve everybody of something evil. It's the same thing, same concept. Sin is stupid. You know, there's sometimes, like I said, sometimes good things happen and sometimes bad things happen. It has nothing to do with sin. Now, there are consequences, and this is where the big debate comes in. Okay, why don't I go out and murder people and rape people? I'm an atheist. So, you know, if I don't have anything to do with the Bible, then I don't have no morals, so I should be out killing and raping and stealing and doing all these things. Well, that's where consequences come in. I like my freedom. I don't want to go to prison. I actually worked in a prison, and going to prison would suck. So I've raped all the people that I wanted to rape. That's 0. I've killed all the people I've wanted to kill. That's 0. I've stolen all the things I've wanted to steal, which is none because I work and I buy my own stuff. I don't want to get in trouble. Now, there are people out there that are serial killers or serial rapists or serial thieves. And 10 times out of 10, they have something mentally wrong with them. Something in their head is wrong. I worked in psych for 3 years. And some people's brains are just not wired right. Has nothing to do with sin. It has to do with 2 things. Either something happened to them in utero, or they were systematically abused for years and it brought this thing out of them. Has nothing to do with sin. There's always consequences, and there's always equal and opposite reactions to situations. It's not some magical thing. Sin is stupid. I used to be afraid of sin. Now I know sin was created by idiots. This is David, Zoe Zizzles. Make sure you like and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.